Welcome, Aquarians. Welcome to this reading. I'm decided instead of doing water signs, air signs, and putting you all together in that basket, that for the month of September, I'm going to have a look at you on an individual basis. And in front of me, I've got the 3 cards. I've already shuffled everything, ready to go. This is your main sort of like what's going on, what's the basis of this reading, like what's coming in September. And so what we're going to do is I've got 3 piles set out down here as well that have all been shuffled, ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay out the cards with your recent past and events, and we'll place one of these on top. It just saves time with the reading. I mean, I've watched plenty of readings online and sit there waiting for like 5 minutes while the person shuffles and spreads the cards out. So I thought this would be an easier way to do things. This is sort of like, so the recent events, like pretty much the top row is what's been going on over July, August. Then the next row is sort of like what you're moving into, what sort of feelings you're going into, what sort of things are happening, family, work, health. And then down the very bottom, you can't see them, they're off the camera, but they are sitting there. And then we will have sort of an outcome towards the end of September. So let's get cracking with this. Hope everybody's well that's watching this. So this is Aquarius. Aquarius, September 2020. So the main focus of this reading is, okay, you have the Jack of Hearts. Now the Jack of Hearts can be a boyfriend, girlfriend, a love interest. This would be a younger person. So this would be someone pretty much, I'd say 35 and down. Sometimes it can be someone that's a little bit more, but yeah, the kings usually to me are 35 plus or 40 plus. So yeah, anyway, take that what you will. But yeah, that can be a male or a female energy. It could be an actual partner, a husband. You might be young and married. You might be engaged. But yeah, the focus for September is about this love connection or this person. And unfortunately, you've got the 8 of Hearts here. Now, that can be talking and communicating and birthday parties and things like that. But also, it can be like the 8 of Cups, where it's sort of like when you hit September, your cups are overflowing, and it's like where you grab your bag or whatever, and you're moving on from that emotion. It's like where you're cutting ties with the emotions. So whether you're cutting the ties with this particular person or a different person, let's see what we've got under the tarot. Okay, we have the another guy. Now this is the older guy now. This guy, he can be bubbly and fun and all of that, but he can, I feel right now that there's some sort of sharpness, especially with this 8 of Hearts sitting here. It's sort of like maybe is there 3 people involved here? Is this you watching, and maybe you're him watching this, or maybe you're him or her watching this. Maybe this is your partner's star sign. Maybe this is someone you want to look into. So if you're a cross watcher, I hope you get the information that you seek. But yeah, basically it's showing me the main focus of this reading for September is 2 separate entities. We have the young guy or woman, and we have the older guy, and we have sort of like there was something in the past, but this person's gone hard. This person used to be fun, especially like with this 8 of Hearts here. So maybe something's come to a head in August, like right now. Maybe something right now has come to a head, and you're deciding to cut ties with either him or her, or him, or both. You might be deciding both. Now, this could actually represent a money man or a medical man as well. And if that's the case, this might be something to do with your health. You've been working hard with your health as well. So that's in there as well. It might be time to get more advice or seek out some sort of medical advice as well. But I do feel this is more of an emotional attachment type thing going on. Maybe you've got, maybe this is your brother and your father, or maybe this is your husband and someone that's where you go to a restaurant, or somewhere where you might be in a gym or something. You might meet up with this person. Definitely an older energy, a sharp energy. Now, whether he was always sharp, I don't know. I don't feel so, because of this love, passion type thing here. So that's sort of like what's floating around. Let's get on to the recent past events. So this would be now, August, July. Like, what's led you, like what's here? Oh dear. Okay. Again, we have this king, and he's sitting upside down. Now, normally he's the truth teller. I feel that right now, or in recent weeks and months, he used to be telling the truth. He used to be a main focus. Now, this might be the same guy. This might be the same guy who's sharp now. This is why you're looking at this reading and seeing where this is going. He used to be the truth teller. He used to be strong, and he was there. I don't know if you're lying to him or he's lying to you. There's something not right there. You feel like you're going through a forced change of events here. You feel like the structure you had in place is not working anymore. Now, in the tarot, this can be a marriage card, because this is Four of Wands. This can be a celebration. It can be two people solidifying an event. But the Seven is sort of like, are you going to keep chasing whatever this is? Are you going to keep chasing this job? Are you going to keep chasing some sort of medical thing? Are you going to keep chasing this man or this man? Or it's sort of like the structure of what it was seems to be getting worse. See how we got a 4 going to a 7? So if this was a job or something, it sort of looks like it's just not right. And whatever you were told about this job, it's a lie. Like whatever you thought and hopes and dreams were, it looks like you're going through some stress here. It's also like some sort of frustration. I feel like frustration is building. Now, there is a female energy here. Now, this might be you watching this, or it might be another female that's involved here as well. So there's some sort of... Sevens to me are all about changing job, changing house. You may have had a forced change of job. You may have lost your job and you had to look for something else. Somebody might have taken over your position, or something might have got uncomfortable and you had to get out. I'd have to say it was a female. So maybe another female came into the job. Maybe some female caused you to lose your job. Yeah, I just feel that forced change went on in a few parts of your life. We do have this emotional type thing. We have 2 separate males, one possibly the husband, boyfriend, girlfriend. The other one used to be solid, but I feel is gone cold, especially looking at this. Yeah, so if you're going through that, hopefully we get some nice answers down here. Let's see what the tarot's got to say about your recent past. Okay, there's a marriage card there. It's upside down. So maybe someone was telling you that their marriage was done, or maybe you were thinking, if you're married, you might be thinking your marriage is done, it's on the rocks, it's gone. Someone's totally over everything. Now, this can be... Okay, sorry about that, technical issues. Yeah, so where were we? Yeah, this is a marriage situation. So, yeah, we have this situation where it's gone from a 4 to a 7. It's stressful. We have the person that's normally the truth teller that's been telling fibbers. But, yeah, there's some sort of marriage situation here. This might be your marriage, because we did pick up on that right at the beginning here with the... there's a card missing. Oh, there it is. Sorry, I just moved things. Yeah, so we did have all of this sort of... the 8 of Cups is like, you've had enough, you're walking away from the situation, you've made a decision, but that's sort of like what this whole thing's about. Should I walk away from this, whatever this is? 2 people by the looks of it, the King showing up again. So 4 turning into 7. 7's forced changes that you didn't want to undergo. That could be within work, that you had to go into a new work situation, as I said. We have this 10 of Pentacles, which is normally the happy marriage and the solidifying and taking a union further, and dreams of the future, and that it's upside down. So it's sitting in your problem and past area. Let's have a quick look here. All right, we have either you or somebody else. They're totally over it. They don't want to talk anymore. Or you don't want to talk about it anymore. It's just like, enough now, enough. And this could even be arguments between you and your partner, you and your boyfriend, you and your girlfriend, you and your boss. It's like someone's had enough. But it's also, the 8s can be where someone's watching you. Someone's looking into your Facebook or your emails or something like that, or you're doing that. Some sort of information here. What do we got here? Yes, definitely information that you don't like. This is the news bringer. It's upside down. So I feel that you've either already found something out that you're not liking. You found out that someone that's normally truthful and you really trust this person, you're trying to delve into, maybe you're looking into him. Maybe you're looking into his Facebook or his whatever. Maybe you're looking at his emails somehow. Maybe this is at work. Maybe you're looking into someone, there's something suspicious going on. But yeah, there's news that's coming to you. It's either from an outside source or you just witness it yourself. Or maybe you're bringing news to someone and they're not going to like it. But whatever it is, it's like it's causing either a business or a marriage union to be upside down. I do feel like with these 8s popping up that it could be where you're trying to decide all through September, do I keep this going or has it become all too difficult? Do I keep at this job or is it all too difficult? Should I listen to these people or should I make my own decision, or should I go and talk to someone and say, that's it, I'm done? But you are getting very stressed about it. I feel that someone, if it's not you, someone's very hurt with whatever this is. Someone's angry, they're hurt, but they just feel a bit lost. If you did have a solid marriage, or they did, someone in this relationship, someone in this business, someone's not feeling too good about themselves, or they're trying to make the right decisions. I wouldn't be trusting whoever this is. Whoever it is that's gone cold, the cold shoulder, and you're deciding whether enough's enough. They're also, it looks like they're continuing to tell lies right now or just not be available. This could be a shutdown as well because it's black. It could be communication that's just black at the moment. It's not happening. Okay, we have the 7 of Hearts. Now, normally when that's upright, this is for like what's sort of coming in the first weeks of September. This is changes for your health, but are you doing it the right way? Have you done something in the past? Let's see what's the tarot underneath it. Okay, money was spent that you're regretting now. And it's sitting right under a health or a romantic card. There's something where all your efforts have gone in. And by the way, guys, do you see something? 8, 8, 8. So August, obviously, something's coming to a head, something that you're regretting, something to do with money that was spent. Now, it could be a health issue where you spent it, or it could be movement with job and you had to buy something new for this job, or you basically had to keep going. Now, the 7, it can be the 7 of Hearts where it's delusional, like continuing something on and continuing to go for it. But is it worth it? Like, are you going to be deciding, is it worth it? We'll quickly have a look at this. News, I don't think it's news that you like. This is you withdrawing from a situation. You're going home and you're trying to work out your way out. Like, how do I solve this? How do I get this thing back? Are you going to keep holding on to whatever this is? I feel it's a relationship, but I also feel a job's tied into it for some reason. 8 again. 8 again, guys. Well, either 8's your lucky number. I wouldn't be gambling anything. And 8s can be gambling in excessive behaviour and chatter and talking and internet and text messaging. But 8s is where, is this going to stop? have I reached? Oh, you got the sun. Now, the sun's normally very, very good, but I feel with this energy I'm picking up on here, something's been brought to light. Are you going to go talk to someone and tell the truth? Is this you feeling that someone needs to know the truth, or is someone coming forward because you're getting information you don't like about a particular person or a situation? This is like you're going to decide whether to go and tell someone the truth. You've got to work out if you tell someone the truth or you sit down with someone, what do you get out of it and what do you do to the other people involved? Because this is sort of like shock. You're like shock and you withdraw. Because the Joker is like, oh, what? Who said what? Because when you get this is normally in a situation without these black horrible cards that you've got going on here. This would normally actually be a good situation, especially if this was up this way, this was up this way, this is make changes. You can make the changes, but you're reluctant, you're holding on to something else. So that's that section. Okay, so moving right along, we'll come back to that. We'll do a general sort of atmosphere at the end here. Fingers crossed, Aquarius. This is towards the end of September, so it looks like you're still going through some sort of communication breakdown. Maybe someone's not talking anymore. Maybe there's someone talking too much. Maybe there's something going on there. So let's just see towards the end of September. Are we got a brighter future? Oh dear. Oh dear, we got it upside down as well. Okay, now again, if these cards were upright, this is a new friendship, a new beginning. This is the person that wants to sweep you off your feet. It's a king again, so this is the more mature person. And then this over here, it does show the blood tears. It's like someone's crying tears of blood. It's like it's really taken something out of their core. But also Five of Diamonds, like I said, if these were all positive, this is a new adventure, travel, talking the truth, gathering with people, it's sexual cards, it's fun and games. If you are looking at these, and I haven't mentioned any of this because no nines have come out, because nines are all the pregnancy, the 9 months of pregnancy, but if you were looking at this and you are pregnant or you're trying to get pregnant, it looks like it's been a really bloody hard journey. And maybe the information you got up here was not what you wanted, where I said about it not being what you wanted. Now this, towards the end of the month, if you were wanting a pregnancy, it looks like you'll be pregnant with a baby boy, but not just yet, because everything's delayed and upside down. Now, here, the 5 can be a sharp sort of conversation between you and another person. It can be short and sweet. It's got a sharp feeling to it, especially when this king is upside down like he is right now. Do you notice like the cards, they're all got females on them? I picked this deck out because I seen some of the pictures and I just didn't even notice until I opened them that they were all females. I think there's one in here somewhere. I can't remember which card it is, but it's a male. But yeah, the kings, the jacks, the queens, they're all female. Anyway, maybe there's some message in that. Maybe you're a man watching this, or maybe you're a woman watching about your woman. But yeah, we talked about that earlier, about cross watchers, people that like to look at other people's star signs to see what's going on. I tend to do that with my husband. I'll look at, it's quite strange because I'll look at my own reading for the month ahead, and I'll see these bits and pieces and think, yeah, that makes sense. That's where I was. That's what I'm hoping for, blah, blah, blah. And then when I look at his, it's virtually a mirror of mine, but his side of it. It's quite bizarre how it all works out. So anyway, getting back to this, this is a friendship or a sexual thing that shouldn't be happening because it's upside down. Now, as I said, with pregnancy and that, it's a fertility issue. It's upside down. And it may be coming from the male because we got this older male thing all through here. So it may be someone that's supposed to be taking charge, someone that's responsible, whatever, but I just feel like there's some sort of lie, something hidden here from either you to this person or this person to you. It's someone that's normally quite upfront, someone that's normally caring for a lot of people. You do have the marriage cards in here. This is the married man. This is the married man. We've got the soulmate married man over here. He is the younger one, though. All female, all female. But this conversation is something that needs to happen. I don't know if you're going to bring it up or he's going to turn it up, or you're trying to get the truth. This is about the truth. And it's funny that I've placed it on top of the sun. It's like you've been told something or shown something, or they have. And then this hermit thing was where you withdraw and think about how to approach it next. But it's almost like you're trying to fight a losing battle here. You're trying to hold on to it. Trying to hold on to it up here with this 7 up here. Trying to hold on to it as 7 here. You've got a lot of 7s and you've got a lot of 8s coming up in your reading today. I mean, you've got an 8 sitting there, you've got an 8 sitting there, you've got an 8 sitting here, you've got an 8, oh, I didn't realise you had that many 8s. 8 is very prominent. I'd have to say that August is the standing point. August is where you make decisions about your job, about the friends that you keep, family. It's where you're making all these financial decisions, you're making friendship decisions, and communication is the 8s is all about this communication. Here it's a communication that it's not working, or you're over it, or they're over it. Down here it's where it's a financial sort of conversation, and it's sharp as well. Emotionally it's a sharp conversation. That's why I'm thinking like something's shed some light on something and it's not something you really wanted to hear, and that's why you got a shock card sitting here. So down here we have the guy upside down again, where he's normally caring and whatever. He's got something going down, or you know something about him. Now, if this is a medical thing we're looking at, 8s are all about changing with medications and procedures, and there's something not right there. And then that would draw me down to your pelvic area or your intestinal tract or liver, kidneys, whatever. There's something there. Maybe something needs a change up there. So let's just get the tarots and get to the end of all of this. There he is again. He's upside down again. King of Hearts, King of Cups, same man. Should be this way if he's got your best interests at heart. Because he's this way, he's either got a secret, he's got something he needs to say but he's not saying it, or there's something you need to tell him. But it's like this trust, there's a trust issue going on here. Or maybe it's not even him. Maybe you're associated with this person and he's doing this in his own life to somebody else. Because there is hurt up in here. There's anger and there's hurt. There's disillusionment as well. And because we have a black 8, a red 8, a black 7, a red 7, that's lies. Because you think about it, it's like a two-faced person. Someone's telling this big story and how wonderful it all is. This job's fantastic. These people, oh, this guy's great. This girl's great. And then you hear the other side of it. And it's almost like the communication is open and then it's not. It's open and then it's not. Is this person telling me the truth? Should I tell them the truth? Should I go and talk to this other person? It's all about like there's some sort of communication thing here. I feel like you're deciding whether to let go of something, but at the same process, you're deciding whether you should tell somebody else. Now, looking at star signs and everything, we got earth signs here. So we got earth signs, we got the air signs, which is you, Aquarius. And we've got the cups and everything. The cups are the water signs. So that's your Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So there's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Then we got our Aquarius. And because this is Aquarius reading, so we'll stick to that. We won't factor in the other signs. But I do feel there might be a Taurus or a Virgo involved in all of this as well. And I'm feeling fire because of the sun. I'm feeling fire. I'm pretty sure the Hermit, I think the Hermit is the Cancer star sign, isn't it? The Hermit? I don't know. You'd have to look that one up. But if it is, that's sitting central, the Cancer star sign. I don't know if it's male or female. We've got a lot of male energy here with the cups, so maybe it's a male Cancer sign. Anyway, let's see what else we've got, because we've got the liar again. We've got the guy that's, I don't know. All right, this draws me up to your head. There's something you've ended or something's been ended on you. It could be a contract, it could be a marriage, it could be a friendship, it could even be a romantic partnership of some kind. It's upside down, it's on its head. If this was this way, like I said, throughout this reading, there's a lot of really good cards in here if they are upright. As soon as we flip them, it takes us down the opposite path. And it's... Are you holding on to someone or something or a job or something that you know that's just, just doesn't work? Have you looked at the future of what it looks like? Let's say it's, you need the job, that's why you're stressing, you need the money, you've got 8 for 8, so you need this money, you've got bills that you've got to sort out. Maybe, like I said, maybe you lost the job, someone stepped in, there's somebody else in your position. I just don't know who this King of Cups, this married bloke, he's in with all of this. Maybe he was your boss. Maybe he was your boss in the past job, or maybe he's your new boss. What else have you got just to finish? Oh, you've got the sun and the moon. So in the middle of September, finally things are being known. You know the truth. They know the truth. The truth needs to be heard. Then towards the end of September, you're believing lies again. This is something covered. We got the upside down guy that's covering the truth. This came out upside down. This is like a legal document, or it's a document within your own mind that you make with someone. It's just not on. Your last 3 cards are showing it's just not on. So you're going to, it's almost like you keep yourself in this. You keep yourself in this turmoil, overthinking things. You keep doing this communication with someone or some people. Maybe you've moved house and it was a forced move. Maybe you had to move out and you're in a different area and you're wanting to go back, or you're wanting to move back in, or maybe it's just like the 8s are telling me that financially, romantically, job-wise, even health-wise, there's something that you're making a decision that that's enough now, and now I'm changing everything and I'm walking away from this romantic bond, or I'm walking away from this job bond because I'll find something else, because you have opposing cards everywhere. You have 8 against 8. You have 7 against 7. You got the sun against the moon. Like, I mean, this should be down the bottom, that all the sun's going to come out and make everything better at the end of the month. But you've got it in the middle of the month where you've got that opportunity to make changes for whatever this is and stand your ground. And then you even get into the last part of the month where you're speaking your truth. But there he is, upside down again. And your mind's going upside down, because this is your mind. This draws me up to your head. I'm just going to get a few more bits of information for you guys just to see what Aquarius... just a couple more messages and then we'll finish this reading. Just let's have a look. Hopefully they're positive, guys. What's for Aquarius for this September? Are they going to get through this? Are they going to make this decision? Are they going to cut this person off? Or is this person trying to cut you off? Is this reversed? Now, you've got to, everything I've been saying, you've got to remember it could be coming from another person, what they're putting on you. They're telling you something, then they're telling you something else. Or they're telling you, no, I was at this place, I was doing this, I was doing that. And then somebody else gives you news that, no, they weren't there at all. They were actually sitting down in a restaurant somewhere with somebody. Or, oh, no, that person didn't take your job, or this person's not doing this or that. It wasn't about money. This wasn't about this. It wasn't about that. And then somebody else comes through and says, oh, do you know that he or she said blah, 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 blah. So be prepared. There's news coming through. You're not going to like it, but it's a necessary process. It's something the universe is throwing at you to try and make you learn something here. It looks like you're learning a pretty hard lesson. But I get the feeling that whoever's watching this, the Aquarians out there watching this, you know all of this, and it's been going on for a while. I don't feel it just started in August, even though we got the 8s everywhere. I think it happened like 8 weeks ago, 2 months ago. I think something come to a head. What are we? August, July, June. something in June. It looks like at the heart of the matter is you thinking, oh, you know, because this guy was upside down, wasn't he, at the beginning? He's normally the truth teller as well. I can't remember if he was upside down or not, because you've got that many upside down kings. You've got this one upside down. You've got this one upside down. You've got this knight upside down. There's so many underhanded things here. Maybe it's you doing all of this to yourself. I don't know. This can be a medical thing, guys. And again, it would be a baby boy if that's what you're sort of looking for, expecting. There's going to be a baby boy born in maybe August next year. Maybe that's why we've got the 8th, or maybe the 8th of September. Maybe that's something new there. But yeah, the whole rhythm of this reading. So, okay, taking them from the top, what have we got here? Okay, we got the moon, the sun. Now we're getting the star, but look at it. The star is upside down. Upside down. What are you hoping and dreaming for, and is it the right thing for you? Because it's telling me it's not. That job, maybe it's not the job you want. That person, maybe it's not the person you want. That car you want to buy, maybe it's not the right car for you. There's something you're just attacking it. You want it, you need it. You're even investigating things. You've got all this internet stuff going on, or you're contacting, or you're not getting responses, or they're contacting you and you're just ignoring it. Whatever it is, you're following the wrong star, the wrong dream. Maybe there's someone, because you do have the soulmate card right at the very beginning. Maybe the soulmate's sitting right beside you and you're not even looking at that person. Maybe you're trying for something with the wrong person, or the wrong job, or the wrong medical practitioner. Maybe this is a medical thing we're looking at. Okay, let's get more. Come on, guys. What's for Aquarius? Finally, a positive card. The Ace of Pentacles. Finally. Ace of Pentacles, signing new contracts, cementing a relationship. Going along the road. This is where your ideas are turned. This here is where your mind's in disarray. You don't know what to do, which way to go. You don't know whether to believe this story or that story. You got too much going on up in your head. Now, red card, black card, which is what they are. This one's red, this one's black. When they come together like that, that's someone message from the other side, someone that would have died of a stroke or a head injury. There's something to do with impact or anything like that. There's something to do with their brain, their mind. It could have been dementia. They're around you. They're trying to get you to get yourself out of this, and you're better than this. This is your new bright ideas, and start something fresh. Cement something. You do have a soulmate right beside you. Now, maybe this is your husband, your boyfriend, your fiance, girlfriend. All I know is it's not this sharp, lying, secretive person. This one's very dark and secretive. I feel this is the one person all the way through this. You can have something new. So hopefully this means that right at the end, let's get one more card. Let's get one more. Okay. Looks like right at the very beginning we started with 8 of Hearts, which is 8 of Cups. And I said this is where you're deciding enough of the emotions, enough of the talk, enough of the communication stuff that's just not working for me anymore. I'm going to walk away. Then it tells me this story where you're holding on to it. You're still connecting. You're still trying to get this thing off the ground. You do have something new. I'd say that this might be another job. Maybe you lost your job, went to a new job. You thought it was good. You thought that where you're located or the people around you, you thought this was all going to be good. But this is showing me towards the end of the month, because these are extra cards. So maybe this is bleeding into October, where you finally go, you know what? I'm applying for something and I'm going to go out of the area now. I'm going to go somewhere else, or I'm going to do something totally different. Enough of this, whatever this is. This is your new bright idea. You need to go with this, whatever this is. Now, like I said, this can be like an engagement ring. This can be cementing, finally deciding where you want to be, who you're going to be with, and going with it. But I'm not seeing love stuff around it. But then your final card matches your very first card, which was the whole journey with this reading, which is, see how all the cups are behind her. That's all her emotions. That's good, bad, sadness, happiness, love, sex, good health. She's turning her back on that. She's had enough of it, and she's going over here to this bright, shining light in the distance, something new. She wants a new beginning, new people, new energies, restoring this and leaving this garbage behind. So either you are doing that, you're working on that all through September, you're still getting sucked into someone's drama and lies. I don't think, like, if this is about a male that you're interested in, maybe it used to be good. Maybe you're wanting this all back, the way things used to be. But he's coming out like he doesn't know what he wants or what he's doing, or and I do feel there's something to do with a marriage here and hurt here, so don't forget that as well. So hopefully it's not you, and hopefully your actions aren't hurting somebody else as well, because karma's a bitch. Yeah, karma comes around to bite us all, so we try to do unto others what we want done to ourselves. But yeah, guys, Aquarians, make that decision, break those ties, walk forward to the new space. Will you do it in September? Maybe not, but I think towards the end of September you've had enough, or this other person has. And if you're going to move jobs, if you're currently unemployed or you're really stuck where you are, start looking now, because 8 is something that's meaningful to you. In a good and bad way, but 8s are very prominent here. So maybe on the 8th of September, get online and have a look at what jobs are available. Maybe it's, well, if you're watching in a different country, add up the numbers of a postcode, and if they add up to 8, well, maybe that's where you're supposed to go. It might be a postcode, it might be an address. If you apply for something and it's got 8 in the name of the place, like Table 8, I think is a name of a place I can think of. I can't even remember. I think Table 8 is clothing, isn't it? Sold in Rockman's, it's Table 8. But yeah, it might have something to do with the number of where you're going to go. But I do think that the main core of your reading was, should I let this thing go now? Should I drop this thing? This would have to be a yes, because the end card is saying making a decision, moving forward, starting afresh somewhere else, someone new, and letting this go. So guys, hopefully when I read for you for October, we have a whole new set of things going on, happiness and love and everything. As I said, if anyone was asking about babies and that, we got a lot of male energy here. So it's a baby boy. And we've got a lot of 8s, so it might be 8 pound born on the 8th at 8 p.m. So 8s mean something, or there might be multiple births or something like that. Anyway, good luck with September. It looks like you're going to need a helping hand there. You're going to need a bit of a push and shove, and stick to your guns about, if you've decided that I've had enough of this, it's time for me to walk, do it. Because I don't think, if you're holding off waiting, thinking, oh, they might come around, or maybe if I wait a little bit longer, just don't be one of those people that's waiting for months or years or decades for something to turn around. If it's not turning around, it's just not turning around. Okay, that's Aquarius. Hope you enjoyed that. I know it was a bit doom and gloom and dark. But I do feel that you've got the strength there, because you keep coming back to it. And forget about, if you've invested money in your health or something like that, and you're really worried about, like, oh, if I didn't take that money on, if I didn't buy that new thing or put that money wherever, I wouldn't have to work at this job. You know, I could retire now, or I could go somewhere and do something else, or work from home, or stop worrying about the spilt milk, the money's gone. And you can always, depending on your age, you can always build back on that. You can do something new. Okay, guys, that's it for Aquarius. And until next time, take care.